And welcome back to Push Play TV. I'm here with Graham from Brilleaux. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's very good to be here.
Excellent. So can you give me a brief history of Brilleaux?
I formed Brilleaux in 1999 to play a kind of music that wasn't particularly popular in New Zealand. There were hundreds of bands playing traditional Texas or Chicago style blues, and I didn't want to compete with those bands. Some of them were very good, so I thought I'd find a different genre, and I was a fan of British rhythm and blues and that kind of music, and I thought I would create something in that genre.
So Graham, Brilleaux's got quite a unique sound. Now, how would you describe that sound?
I guess you could say Green Day playing Muddy Waters, or perhaps Nirvana playing Rolling Stones song.
So, who would be your key musical influences?
I like music with passion and played with energy, not particularly virtuoso musicians.
Sure.
Because I like it to come from in here.
Nice.
Rather than how clever you are with your fingers.
Excellent, cool. And how would you describe your writing process? How do you go about constructing your songs?
The songs that I write, they're not deep and meaningful, prose. They're just about humorous situations or a funny line.
You've got an impressive discography of 9 albums that you've released, 7 of which have been original. With your production, do you guys self-produce, or do you get other producers on board to help with the production of the records?
No, we completely self-produced, unfortunately.
Right.
I'd really like to find somebody who was sympathetic to the kind of music that we want to produce, and take charge, take over.
So now you've got a very loyal fan base that will often follow you around the country and even abroad. What do you put this fan loyalty down to?
I put our fan loyalty down to the fact that we play kick-ass shows.
Nice.
That's all it has to be, really. Since we started in 1999, I cannot remember a show where the band haven't given 110%.
Do you have a favourite place to play in particular?
We like playing festivals anywhere, generally because they're all music lovers. They paid to go to a festival because they like music, and generally, if they haven't heard us before, we give them quite a surprise. And
throughout your career, you guys have only had one lineup change, or one person replaced in the band. How have you guys kept that together for so long?
I think we've achieved quite a lot in the time that we've been together, and so I think it's not worth throwing away, really. You have to put so much energy and effort into and work into getting anywhere in the music scene, and we've got a really good tight unit. It's really not worth throwing away, really.
The band is self-managed and predominantly by you. What are the pros and cons of self-management that you've found?
I'll start with the pros. Now the cons. Yeah, I just do it for lack of anybody else to be able to do it.
Sure.
It's just something that you have to do. I'd love to hand over the reins to a manager or a promoter.
For the Push Play audience, where can they find you online to find out more about what's going on with Brilleaux, like your upcoming shows and any additional information?
Well, of course, we have the Brilleaux website, www.brillo.co.nz.
Well, thanks, Graham, for being on Push Play TV. We are now going to check out a live performance by Brilleaux, courtesy of Soundtree Recordings. To view the full episodes, check out Push Play Music TV on dailymotion.com or premierproductions.co.nz. Tune into Push Play Music TV at 9 p.m. on Tuesdays.